Alright, for the final project, what I wanted to do is kind of combine podcasts and photography and put them into one, but I want to bring it to high schools because they don't really seem to have that big of an interest base news-wise, but they seem to have a really big connection to communities and towns and stuff, which would be a really big idea for me. Now, what I was thinking was start a podcast. Now, make the podcast available on iTunes for 99 cents for one buy. One buy, you get the podcast for however long I do it. And then that would initially be my revenue stream. And with that money, I can buy, a better products for the people that I'm, supporting with this. Now, what I want to do is I want to go around to high schools around where, let's stay for where I'm from, and show off this thing, and then interview these coaches and these kids and maybe even some of the parents and see what they feel about the upcoming week and this, that, and the other thing about the game coming up, and really give that professional feel and that collegiate feel that these kids see all the time on TV but never really get. Now I do that, game time comes up, if I have the rights to film the game, I'll film the game, talk about it, and put it on my podcast with it. And then after the game, interview these kids, tell them how they thought, just like the college experiences and the professional experience in college, and interview with these kids and interact with them, because most of these kids, this is going to be their last true year of playing sports. They're seniors, not all of them are going to go to play, and then these juniors that are moving up and stuff. So it really gives those kids whose last year it is to play really enjoyment out of it, more than what they could have just got regularly, and give them that professional feel and mentality and stuff. And then what I also want to do is I want to take pictures while after I'm interviewing these people, like during practices and during games and stuff, and really capture them into the atmosphere, and then I'll be able to sell the pictures. So a parent wants a picture of their kid on the field. Usually it's not really widely available. Sometimes the school gives them one for their senior gift or whatever, but now it gives parents and kids themselves to show off what they're doing during the games, and that would be, I think, phenomenal. Lower the price of it and keep it a low flat rate, which so that everyone can afford it, but make it so that I'm making money, and my return on investment not only is I make money, but I make myself viewed as a better person in society, which is always good. And I'm not trying to make myself look like a hero through doing that, but as it really, the benefits of both ways. Everybody benefits out of this. One, I'm making money. Two, I'm doing something I like, and one, the parents are happy because they get to see their kids pictures and on a podcast or something, and they get pictures too. Now, what would be really good was my strategy for putting myself out there before I started, even when I started, and as I go, is of course put my link to my podcast on Facebook and Twitter and show, like, oh, check this out, Team A versus Team B, here's some interviews with Team A players and Team B players, and more after the game. And that would really, that would probably start my fan base going on, and then, give away free podcasts and stuff just to get a fan base going, and then give away free passes to the game or free hot dogs or something, because there's not really much stuff I can give away for high school game, but maybe give away Nike shirts with the team's name on it and stuff like that, which would really help out too. But other ways I would do it was I would make like funny commercials and stuff for YouTube, and because that'd be the best way to do it, through YouTube. Sponsorships, I'm sure I can get sponsored by somebody, and if not, I can do it without that. But sponsorships I can add on my show if it got popular enough to that point. And then another way that I could actually make a big chunk of money would be ESPN's and NBC Sports and stuff. They, especially ESPN, will buy out bloggers and blog space and podcasts and let the people do what they're doing, but be under the ESPN umbrella, which really helps them because it's ESPN name getting out, and it helps the podcaster or blogger by bringing more of a fan base to them, which really, it's a win both ways either. But that's really what I truly want to do. Hopefully I could actually do it, but that's also what I pitched for my final project.